Welcome everyone to the penultimate episode of Ninja... Who is calling me?
It's Ethan!
Ethan Studios. I just got pranked. Okay. Redo. Take two. Welcome everyone to the penultimate episode of the Ninjago podcast, Podjitzu. I'm the host, Steven, aka SPI, and I am, well, not joined by Luke this time, but I'm joined by not one, but two very special guests. Michello Studios and CAZach Studios.
CAZach Studios and Michello Studios and SPI Studios. All studios? What is
All
this?
the studios.
Wait, I'm on Podjitzu? You guys didn't tell me this?
Yes, this is episode 11, the second to last episode.
What's up, people? What up? Yeah, that totally wasn't scripted or anything. Yeah.
It wasn't.
True.
This is Podjitzu 11 and Luke is not here.
Unfortunately. But he will be back for the finale, which is coming soon. The live finale.
Can I explain what we're doing today?
Yes.
So we're going to be talking about our Ninjago series, or in SPI's case, Spinjitzu. We're also going to be talking about Villainy and Hooded, and like stop motion, just in general.
Those are the main topics. For the news, which we're going to get into in a minute, it's not going to be Ninjago news, because I figured everybody's been doing that. We should do something unique. Something that nobody else is doing, and maybe other people don't care about it much, but our own channels. We're going to be describing what's going to happen on our own channels. Hopefully it's interesting. And
we should start with SPI.
Oh, wow, you're putting me in the spot there. Okay, should I start, or does somebody else want to start?
SPI.
Okay, before I start, each of us is going to talk about 3 different things for the news on our channels. So yeah, getting into my 3 different things. The first thing is something that I recently uploaded in a series that I've been doing, a Minecraft series called Evil SkyBlock. Yes, but the thing is, it's a SkyBlock series. It's actually the third SkyBlock series that I've done. The first 2 were on my old Minecraft channel, and they went really well. They're probably some of my favorite series. The first one was the first series I did a collab on with a different person, and the second one was like the funniest series that I did, and now the third one is like the second Minecraft series on SPI Studios. So SkyBlock has always been a big thing for me, and I hope that all of you are enjoying it so far, but I've noticed that it's been low in views compared to everything else, even CAZach, the previous Minecraft series on here. So what I mostly want to ask you guys in the comments is, where do you want us to take that series? What do you want us to do? What are your goals for us? Just what do you want us to do in the series, and personality-wise, as Funky described in the 3rd episode, like personality challenges, that could be a new thing. Yeah, just what do you want us to do? How can we make it better and more enjoyable? Do you guys have anything to say on that?
No, I was actually part of CAZach.
Yes. Mitchell and Zach, do you guys have anything to say on Evil SkyBlock?
Yeah,
It's terrible and I hate it so
Whoa! I'm kicking you off. No, I'm just kidding. Leave. No.
I think I haven't. No, I haven't really watched it yet. Maybe I should watch it.
What? What?
I've been too busy binge watching Students of Spinjitzu. It's not.
That's fine. I mean, it's still my channel.
It's cool to see more. It's cool to see gaming videos on your channel.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't really know anything you can improve. Maybe add Bob.
I want to, but I don't know how to get a jungle sapling in there, so I don't know. Mitchell, do you have any thoughts on it?
I already told you my thoughts. It's terrible.
No, like really, what are your thoughts?
Okay, it's actually pretty good.
Yay, thanks.
I think it's as good as, I think CAZach is, I don't know, actually. I don't know which is better.
CAZach was more suspenseful and had that theme of like, oh, I could die at any moment. SkyBlock is more laid back and more comedic, I guess.
The comedy in SkyBlock.
Yeah.
I kind of like it. It's funny with like everyone.
All right.
So your advice is more comedy? More comedy. All right. Mr. Narrator Does Stuff Season 2 is my second thing. And this is like probably this is probably one of the biggest things on my channel, with the exception of probably Students of Spinjitzu. But Mr. Narrator Does Stuff has been around since like I started SBI Studios. It first started in November of 2016, and it's been going ever since.
So long ago.
Yes.
It's so long ago.
And now it's
you're only on season 2?
Yeah.
Before I even had a YouTube channel.
Yeah, but season 2 is gonna be.
Oh, wait. I had a YouTube channel.
Oh. Yeah, when you.
Continue on.
Okay, so season 2 is going to be different from the first one. The first one was about kind of these episodes that were very contained in and of themselves, and it was like, oh, you can watch this one, and then the next one doesn't really continue the plotline or whatever, but season 2 will be this continued storyline throughout. There'll be in most shows, I guess. Yeah, with Ninjago does that. There'll be a new villain, but Hexor will be in it. But this new villain was introduced.
If Hexor's not in it, I'm gonna be really mad.
No, he's in just about every episode. But the new villain you saw at the end of episode 10. A trailer is coming out soon. Filming is gonna be coming out very soon. I'm gonna like really up this. This is gonna have music for one thing. There's gonna be music. There's gonna be and I mean like soundtrack music. There's gonna be better filming because I'll have hopefully like a film crew get together, some of my friends, and we'll all film it. And there's more emotions and stuff. There's the comedy I feel like is better. It's taking it to a whole nother level, and I can't wait for all of you to see it. So if you're hyped, tell me down in the comments.
Third and final thing for SBI Studios.
Before I get to that, do you guys have any thoughts on that?
All right.
In the series so far?
I'm gonna love it.
Awesome.
My first thought is it's gonna be amazing.
Thank you.
Yes, I definitely agree. I think the series will be amazing.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you. I think it's going to be highly anticipated, at least for the people who watch the show.
Yes.
And hopefully it will attract more of your viewers that like Spinjitzu, since it has more of a continued story like Ninjago, and it's not just one episode's IO games, the next episode is...
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so my third and final thing isn't going to be too long. I basically just want to touch on this video that's going to be coming out maybe Sunday, maybe Monday, something like that. It's something that I recorded on Friday, which is actually today, a little bit earlier. It's a how-to video, unexpected how-to video, where I mow my lawn.
Mow your lawn.
No, it's going to be the most legendary how-to video.
Yes.
I don't know about that, but Mr. Cameraman's back.
Studios.
My lawnmower's back. Gumballs are back. It's going to be great.
Everything amazing.
Mitchell's turn.
Mitchell
Three
channel.
Things.
Studio.
Mitchell Studios? Is that what it is? Is that what it is?
Yes.
Okay. So, my channel, this isn't coming out until, what? It's not coming out until mid-June, early June, because I am filming something called Hooded, which we'll get into later.
Yeah.
We'll get to that later.
Yep. Yes. And right now, I am working on the script for Ninjago Hunt the Dragon, which is my 6th season in my series.
Ooh.
And it's going to be based off of season 9. Hopefully you guys are really going to like it, because I think it's a big step up for my other stuff, my other seasons. And yeah, so I think you guys are going to like that. Tell me in the comments if you're hyped. I've uploaded the intro and the teaser trailer, so pretty cool if you want to go see it. And yeah, so Hunt the Dragon, based off of season 9, which we still don't know the name for. I don't know why the set's coming out in a month and we don't know the name for the season. So yeah. Okay, my second thing.
Wait, I did go to the Lego store today. I went to the Lego store in my mall. I went to one of the employees, and he said they're probably coming out in June, the season 9 sets.
Ooh.
I have proof from Lego themselves.
That could be beneficial towards your season, Mitchell, to get like.
Well, we already know they came out. We already know they come out June 1st because of the calendar.
Oh.
But he also said it might be the way might be split.
Maybe.
Possibly. Okay, continue on.
Okay, my second thing, I'm not doing a lot in my season, but this hasn't come out for a while. It's my movie 4 called Dragon Warfare, and it follows up the Hunt the Dragon season. Hunt the Dragon season has 14 episodes, so this won't come out until September, but you know what? I don't care. I'm going to talk about it anyways. So I'm going to work on that script. I'm only on episode 6 for Hunt the Dragon, so I have to work on Hunt the Dragon, and then I'll do that. So I've made the logo for it and all, and that will come out. And I can't really talk about it much, but all I can really say is that it's definitely going to be different different from this season. The whole season pretty much takes place in the Oni and Dragon realm, and the movie is totally different. It's kind of weird. Like, I don't know how to describe it. It's kind of weird, but you'll see. And
third and final thing.
Third
Do
and
you have
final
anything?
thing.
You might not have anything.
No, I have something.
Okay, cool.
And my something is
Drum roll, please.
It is called. Drum roll again, please.
Drum roll a second time.
Lego Ninjago Nothing, because that's all I'm doing this summer.
Oh, what about vlogs or challenges or like talking about season 9 pictures or whatever? Do you have anything along those lines?
So I'm just not doing them anymore.
Oh, okay.
All right, my turn. First thing is, my finale from season 2, Ninjago Unleashed, will be coming out this weekend. I'm like 89% positive it's coming out this weekend, depending on my schedule. Most likely, by the time you're watching this video, it might already be out. Okay, that's over with. First,
wow, that was fast.
I have a special in the works, which is called Ninjago. This is some exclusive stuff. I haven't revealed this at all yet. Called Ninjago Enter the Insurgence. The script is done. I can't wait to film it. It's gonna be, I think, honestly, my best story yet. I've started writing scripts now for my series, so it won't just be random things I'm coming up with in my head as I go along.
Can we get a like for all this exclusive content? Like this Podjitzu, because Zach is giving away so many secrets. This is exclusive content.
No one
that you
even knows
never
about
heard
Dragon.
before.
Yeah.
All right. It's most likely going to come out around June 20th. June 20th. In my season following up Enter the Insurgence, Ninjago Season 3 Insurgence, inspired by Season 9 of the TV series, is going to be coming out June 30th. I'll be out of school by then, and I'll have all the time to work on Ninjago Insurgence, which is going to be a very good season. And if you guys like my content already, you're definitely going to like what's coming in Insurgent. Now, third and final thing. I haven't revealed this.
Ooh, exclusive.
I think to anyone besides Mitchell. I don't think I've revealed it to anybody else besides Mitchell. But
yes,
I'm going to start writing something called The Infected, which is going to be a live-action series with Season 1 having 5 episodes.
Ooh, I'm hyped.
It's not going to be a very big schedule. It's not going to come out very frequently, mainly because it'll be hard to get all my friends together because I need actors.
Mm-hmm. You could just do all the roles yourself, like I do for Mr. Narrator.
That would not look good. How am I supposed to get 2 of myself in the same thing?
I don't know. Do something like what I did with Hacksaw.
It requires fight scenes. That's not going to work.
One of the people can be bodiless.
It's going to be releasing, I think, sometime in August. I'm not positive, but I will be starting writing it. I might even start writing it tonight. Maybe. I don't know. Get ready for The Infected. I'm done. Okay, yeah, you can say something.
Okay. I know this is off topic of what we were just talking about, but our season 9 seasons, Zach, aren't really even inspired by season 9 if you think about it. Because we're
kind of just making our own plots, just going off what we know.
Well, I like custom stuff, and I think you guys
definitely
a lot.
No,
so.
I like doing this mainly because Unleashed is a great experiment of that.
Yeah.
Unleashed is nothing like Sons of Garmadon, and yet since it still uses props from the Sons of Garmadon season, the people still like it.
Yeah, and you're getting your episodes out pretty fast too. Like you're doing a really good job about getting them out at a good pace, a good time.
Yeah. And it's just been a really fun time doing Unleashed, and I can't wait to do Insurgence, and Mitchell is probably really excited to hunt the dragon. So now I'm going to go on mute because this is about Villainy, and I have nothing to do with it.
Oh, you can give your thoughts here and there. All right.
Okay. Ninjago Villainy, the Trilogy. So this was a huge thing.
I'm still here.
Okay, so for the first topic, we actually have 2, maybe more, topics for this video. Usually we only have 1, but yeah, 2 topics, 2 guests. We're working in 2s, and it's the second to last episode, so lots of 2s. The first topic is about Ninjago Villainy. These topics are basically focused around stop-motion projects we've done, specifically trilogies for the first 2, and the first, which was our first collab project, was focused around this team of villains that wanted to stop the ninja, but they're actually kind of like the stupid villains, not the powerful ones. Started in September, October, and it ended in April. So.
Which is pretty good.
Yes.
I liked voicing Cole.
Yes, Zach was Cole. I was Crossbones, Gultar.
I've lost my Cole voice. I literally can't do the same voice anymore. My voice is way too deep now.
Oh no. So
I'm Lar, so I was Lar.
And Misaku.
Oh no, please stop.
Yes.
No.
Accepted.
No.
Can you be Misaku for this episode? It's for the viewers.
Okay. I'd like to. But moving to the temple.
Crossbones likes that. Oh man.
Oh god. Memories.
So I guess for Villainy, the first thing that we can talk about is, you know what, let's go to the very beginning. Let's talk about like our original plans for it. Like what first happened when we...
I don't even know this. Jeez, I need to hear this.
Okay, so what...
Wait, what are we doing? Sorry,
original planning, Mitchell. Like the exclusive.
Exclusive.
With a Ninjago Villainy.
Oh, crap.
You gotta bold that exclusive.
Yes. Clickbait.
No.
Okay.
You're filming Ninjago live streams or clickbait.
I guess this goes back to me because I came up with the idea of Crossbones. So
no. Okay.
You wanna say something?
You wanna know something?
Sure.
I remember one night, Leo John Bell, SPI, and I just sat down for 2 straight hours just talking about their suits for Villainy 1 and just planning it all.
Oh yeah.
God,
that was a long time ago.
Yeah, that was a long time.
I wasn't even in that call, and I'm in almost every call, so.
Yeah. But...
Wait, guys, listen.
I'd like to.
If the audio didn't pick that up, I'm gonna have to edit that in. That was great.
Alright, back on topic.
Okay, so the very beginning, many years ago when I was developing the idea for Students of Spinjitzu, I came across this villain because I really like the Skullkin called Crossbones, and he wanted to start like this revolution among the skeletons and kind of take over, and then eventually I think like Samukai came back and they were enemies or something like that. But Crossbones, he was, it's not that he was an underestimated villain because, or no, he started out a little bit underestimated, but that was more developed, I think, in Villainy, especially with the first one, and especially the angry tone to him was in the actual trilogy. That wasn't something that started out originally like what I was planning, because he seemed to be more of like this deceptive type villain who's smiling and is like, yes, I will take over Ninjago, ha ha ha. And instead he turned out to be, especially because of the figure and how the figure looked mad, he turned out to be this angry type skeleton, like, rah! Lack of sleep? Lack of sleep? What do you mean lack of sleep? That kind of thing.
I think you need some lack of sleep. It's because of lack of sleep. Get some rest, man. I'm a skeleton. How am I supposed to get lack of sleep? I'm dead.
Yes. And another one of the original things that I came up with, actually, yeah, before Crossbones, I came up with the Dark Skeleton. He's actually before Crossbones. So that's kind of weird how it took a long time for him actually to come about, and he was like Crossbones' mentor guy. But yeah, eventually that's how Crossbones developed. And when I was thinking of Villainy, I was like, okay, so Mitchell and I, we were gonna make this stop motion project because I wanted to like do a series, but I wasn't good at stop motion at the time. Mitchell was, so I was like, could we do a collab or something with stop motion? And he was like, sure. And so we were thinking of something, and I was like, I have to do one with Crossbones. But I want it to be unique.
Okay, no offense.
His perspective,
but when
yes?
you first brought up YouTube collab stop motion, I was like, okay, how are we going to do this? You want everyone to film it, everyone to everyone to it, and I was just like, what? How is this going to work out? I was like, okay, SBI, how are you going to film it? First of all, you've never done stop motion. Me, how am I going to put it together with SBIs? It's not going to look the same at all. Leo John Bell, how is he going to do that? Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, so...
How are you supposed to get so many voice actors?
Yeah, we didn't know about that at first.
At first, like, literally, we barely, like, our thoughts were Zach, SBI, Leo John Bell, and I. We literally, that was terrible.
I was like, when you guys revealed the Villainy reveal trailer, I'm like, wait, is this gonna be like another thing Mitchell's just gonna say he's gonna make, but never gonna happen?
No, I remember the video where we revealed the Villainy.
It was so bad quality. Just like hooded.
Yeah, it was like Leo John. Oh yeah, it was huge announcement, biggest announcement on channel ever.
Yeah, that was pretty big though.
Yeah, it was, but still, I made it kind of too big of a deal.
Yeah, I think it deserved it.
All right, so start talking about Villainy and Villainy 2 and Villainy 3 and how
like development and like
how those like that process and how
the process of making them.
We've learned our lesson with voice actors. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh well, something with voice actors, and it's more apparent in students of Spinjitzu actually, is some voice actors really don't submit their lines, and it takes a long time. It's like 2 months later. Oh yeah, I have my lines. Here they are, and they only have 2 lines.
Didn't you have like Villainy 2 done? It was just that you need like 2 people's lines, and it took them like 2 weeks.
Yeah, that actually was.
I had to recast some people.
Villainy 2 done, and then like it took like 2 weeks for people to bring their lines. No offense to them, all the voice actors in Villainy were great.
Yeah.
It was just that I'm gonna go a little bit further. For Hooded, the reason why we're not doing a voice cast is because we're looking back on
Villainy, we are doing
and we're looking at people we see that might be able to get their lines in on time.
Yeah, we are having a cast. It's just we're not accepting auditions. We're going to people and like saying, "Hey, could you do this?" and "Could you try to do this?" instead of like saying, "Here's these characters available and you can do them." Or no, we're not doing that. We're not really accepting open auditions, if that makes sense.
It's not because we don't want people to voice. It's just because
to make it
just
easier.
takes way too long.
Yeah.
Mitchell, what do you want to say?
Speaking of Hooded, I actually made a Hooded teaser, but we're gonna upload that soon on Zach's channel.
Ooh.
We were trying to do it last night, but it just didn't work out.
Getting still into early development, it was kind of hard to cast everybody, but it eventually worked out, and I'm really glad that it did. And I'm glad that the animation all came together, and it all seemed to really come together, and it kind of kicked off stop motion for me, because I was thinking about doing Students of Spinjitzu, but I wasn't really sure about stop motion, and Villainy really helped me to learn how to edit stop motion. And without Villainy, I don't think I would have started Students of Spinjitzu, to be quite honest. Like, I don't know if I could have
I have to
done it.
say,
So
though,
I'm glad I
your
have Villainy.
editing with the original Villainy is not as good as Villainy 3.
Yeah, it's
You
definitely
improved
improved.
a lot during the editing for each Villainy. Like, I could honestly see it. Like, no offense, but some of the elements were way off balance in the original ones.
Yeah.
In Villainy 3, everything worked very well.
Thank you.
And I see how you improved on editing those.
Mm.
Villainy 3 worked out really good. Like, we didn't have to wait that long for voice actors, too. That was a good part.
Yeah. Should we rate
Do you guys want to
them?
mention anything
Actually,
else for early
Zach, can you be the one that rates them? Because Mitchell and I could be kind of biased. So the first Villainy, how would you rate it?
Out of 10.
I'm sorry. I know this is just my personal opinion. I gotta take a half a point off for Shadow Buff. It's not logical. It's Ninjago. I give it an 8.5 out of 10.
Oh, whoa, that's really good.
What? Okay, I would give it a 6 if I were you, but okay.
I mean,
I'd say 7.
I think the reason why is because it's something the stop motion community has never seen. You've never really seen a Ninjago video focused purposely on a good story, but more comedic than any other thing I've ever seen before. And it's one of the first ever stop motions that actually made me laugh out loud. And even in funny moments in like Dan's series, it didn't make me laugh out loud. All I did was like a But Villainy actually made me laugh out loud, and I thought that was something that was awesome, and that was an awesome feeling to watch. And then, so that's why I rated it an 8.5 out of 10.
Nice.
Alright, it's good. Villainy 2 now.
The second one.
Oh god, Villainy 2. Villainy 2. The second one. I liked it the best because I got the most lines. JK.
I'm done.
No.
No.
I'm kidding. Honestly, my review on Villainy 2, it had a more complex story than the first Villainy.
Mm-hmm.
With all that time stuff, yeah.
Yeah, like with all the Time Blade stuff and all that, getting the team back together. I honestly thought some of the comedy was a little bit better than the first one. It made more sense to Ninjago's logic. The editing was better because, of course, SBI was more into editing. Sound motion needs improved.
Yeah.
And the voice acting was great.
I know this is a bit biased, but I think I like what I liked about Villainy 2. I know I'm complimenting my own stop motion, but I really liked all those fight scenes, and it was good.
Yeah,
they
those
were
looked really good.
And like
okay, I'm gonna give Villainy 2 the same as Villainy 1.
Oh.
Actually, no, I'm gonna give it an 8.9 out of 10.
Okay, so you would say it's better than the first.
It's better than the first one.
Okay.
But not as good as Villainy 3.
So Villainy 3...
Which I'm about to get into now.
Okay.
Villainy 3, The Last Conquest, most likely going to be the most nostalgic moment for SBI and Mitchell. I was very impressed by all the animation they did, all of the how the story was, and how sad it was at the end because my boys died, and I'm not.
Spoilers.
I am still not over that. I know that sounds really weird, but I'm still not over that. I liked the introduction of the Dark Skeleton. The Realm of Dust stuff was amazing. By the way, SBI told me that like 4 months in advance from Villainy, or like 2 months in advance.
Did you question how that was gonna work?
No, I was just waiting for it. I think I liked how Klaus was in it, and I also like how Crossbones for the Ninja Team, and I liked all the voice actors as well. I give Villainy 3 a 9.2 out of 10.
Ooh. You're giving us good ratings. We appreciate it.
Can I give you my
There's different standpoints from a creator and a viewer. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Can I give my honest rates? And I'm gonna be like completely honest. I'm not gonna try.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Villainy 1, I'd honestly okay. Villainy 1, I'd honestly give. I'm sorry, I'd give it like a 5 out of 10.
Wow.
No, I'm talking
Maybe
about
your animation, but not my story. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
I'm having 2 parts. You have to let me finish.
I'm kidding.
Animation is 5 out of 10. Okay. Story, I'd give a 7 out of 10.
Yay.
Okay. Villainy 2 animation, I'd give it a 7 out of 10. 7.5 out of 10. And then I'd give. That's kind of. Dude, because that's my own animation. Okay. But 7 out of 10. 7.5 out of 10 for animation. Out of 10 for story, I think I'd give like a 8.5 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
Then Villainy 3, I know this. I'm being completely honest right now. I think Villainy 3 was like a 9.5 out of 10 for animation and story. I'm not even trying to joke around, dude. Like,
it had the most feels.
How about the voice actors for all 3 of them? Not necessarily specific people, but just overall the voice talent in the Villainies. How would you rate them?
Everybody was awesome.
We're all good in all Villainies.
That's a good point. Yeah. I noticed a lot of people did their best, I would say, in Villainy 3, I guess, because it was the last one, and they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna give it my best." Like,
I didn't really try.
Like, especially, like, especially,
Get out!
No. SBI gave me 2 lines. I honestly was willing to redo them, and he's like, "Those are fine." I'm like,
Well, get
"Are
ready
you
for
sure?"
it. I have so many.
Oh yeah, Hooded. Yeah, but Malik is a good example who voiced Bucko. I was like, this is the last one, so can you give your best performance? He gave like a really amazing improvisation, some really thinking outside of the box improv that turned out hilarious. And
that was the best part. That was the best part.
Voice talent's awesome.
The gun, man, the gun.
Thanks, everybody.
We did it. We did it, bro. We did it. Bro, we did it.
Bro, they're gone. Man, they're gone. I'm on top of the world, baby.
Bro, man, they're gone. Bro, they're gone.
Bro, they're gone, man. They're gone. Bro, we won. We got it. We did this. They're gone, man. They're gone. We're on top of the world.
Yeah.
Before we start talking about our next topic, I must do something first.
I hope it's not a meme.
Please.
No, it's not.
Okay.
Welcome to the Ninjago Hooded. What can we reveal about Hooded?
Your character's name is... Can I reveal that?
What?
Can we reveal our character names?
Oh, yes!
Yes. Alright. Can I? Okay. I'm
You're
gonna
the
let
main
SBI
guy.
reveal them.
No.
Mainly because...
No! No!
Mitchell.
Are you kidding me? You're ruining our moment like this? Are you kidding me?
What?
I was excited for this crap.
Fine. Well, I'll say each of our characters.
Yes.
Zach.
Zach, you...
Yeah, you're the star, man.
I am the star. My character is a sword maker named Tyson. Totally not a ripoff of Kai's job.
Oh.
But either way, he is the main character of this film, and I got 58 lines for him, so yeah, let's go!
Oh, there are more.
Lines.
There are definitely
I better start
more.
preparing my closet for lines.
What?
Mitchell's turn.
No, it's SBI's turn.
SBI! Okay, so I'm voicing this criminal guy. He's kind of an interesting character. He knows what's up with their foes, and he's helping out the main two guys played by Zach and Mitchell. His name is Mateo.
Mateo.
Yes.
And then, last but not least, his name is, well, he's known as the Runaway. Well, that's just how, like, that's who he is.
That's what I just thought that was a good name for him in the script.
And his name is Jace. And he looks like me, so be excited.
Besides the brown hair.
Yeah, the brown hair, but the face is like looking like me, man.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna reveal some juicy information.
Juicy.
It's juicy. I'm going to reveal more characters.
Ooh. Yes.
Alright.
The villains?
I'm not
Or
going to tell you
villains,
their
but-
purposes. But there's a character named Lucas and Katana, both relevant to the plot of Part 1. I'm not going to reveal if they have any importance in Part 2 or 3, mainly because that'd be spoilers.
Spoilers!
Well, just Part 1.
But we have found an amazing voice actor for Katana, and we found...
Just say who it is, please.
Okay, get ready for the trippiest thing ever. CAZach Productions. Oh god, this is going to be really, really trippy.
2 Zachs in key roles.
And then we have Lucas, which we believe is being voiced by Mike RM. We also have a bunch of people for new casts. We have 2 new arrivals. Mike RM Productions and Ethan Studios, they are going to be having roles in the film. I am returning. SBI is returning. Mitchell
Yay.
is returning. Zach S is returning. And Luke is returning for Hooded.
Can
I
I
think Luke is returning.
can I
I'm
tell the
pretty
people
positive.
what my other role is in this? Because I'm apparently 2 people. Okay. There's a group, not the main villains, but like this other villain group. And there's the guy that opens the door for Tyson, and he's like, "Is he with you?" His name's Demise,
Okay,
and he's
I gotta
awesome.
do something that people have been constantly asking me about Hooded.
Demise?
What role? No. No. No,
Wait,
something that people have been asking me is, how are the ninja going to be in Hooded? I'm not going
Ooh.
to tell you the real answer, but I'm going to tell you an answer what I can reveal that gives you enough information. Because we're trying to keep Hooded a little bit more secretive than Villainy was. We're trying to, it's supposed to be more of a secretive project, so when you actually watch the film, you get to experience everything yourself. But I will say this, the ninja are not in it. And it's not Ninjago, the Next Generation. It's
Yeah.
neither of those.
And the
All I'm
students
saying
of
is that
Well,
it's after Next Generation.
and the students of Spinjitzu aren't in it either, but it is connected to it.
the ninja may or may not be in it. That's all we can say.
Yeah, and this is
Yes.
very separate from Villainy, Students of Spinjitzu, and especially the show.
Ninjago
But it's
isn't
connected.
really Ninjago, so it's kind of clickbait. So enjoy.
It's connected though. Like you would have to maybe watch
And
Ninjago to
I'm
understand
going
it.
to reveal one more part.
Yeah.
Hooded is not like separate films. Like Villainy.
Oh yeah.
1, 2, 3, and they had different names.
Yeah.
Hooded is just one movie in 3 different parts.
Mhm.
Part 1, Part 2, and Part 3.
Yeah, so they're
No,
all connected.
They're just one connected movie.
Cliffhangers.
One of the 3 different parts.
Hey,
Cliffhanger.
guys, you know it's me. Of course there are cliffhangers.
There are cliffhangers.
I love
But
my
I know what
cliffhangers.
happens because I read the script for all 3 parts.
I mean, even CAZach had cliffhangers. My latest video, Evil SkyBlock, had a cliffhanger. I love my cliffhangers.
Yes, SBI, Master of Cliffhangers.
Yes. Okay.
That's his elemental power. Anything you want to add? Unhooded.
Thing I want to add. Well, I am filming it right now, and
Ooh.
I'll probably be done with it in the next 2 weeks.
Ooh.
Maybe, probably not, but I'll try.
So it could come out this month.
And even if we finish Hooded, there's also, we need to get voice actors, we need to play music. I have to make more soundtracks for it because I am making an original soundtrack for it.
Editing and all that, yeah.
And editing and all that stuff. It's going to take a long time. So just don't expect Hooded to be out as soon as Mitchell is done filming it.
Yeah, and it's not like a 7 or 8 minute stop motion. It's like 15 minutes. It's like Villainy 3 time. Any last thoughts on Hooded before we transfer to the next topic?
Transfer to the next.
Nope. Mitchell?
Transfer.
Okay. The next thing, which is contained within this universe, I guess, that we've kind of been building up of Villainy, Hooded, and Students of Spinjitzu, my kind of serious thing. It's the thing
The
that's on my
SBI
channel.
Cinematic Universe.
Of Ninjago stuff, yeah. So, season 1, I hope that I can get it done like before the actual summer starts. I'm not talking about school's out, summer, blah blah blah. I'm talking about like June 20th or whenever summer actually begins. I hope.
21st, I think it's this year. I think
Oh,
it's
okay, 21st. Yeah, I hope to get it done very soon. Like, I might have this one week where it's like 2 episodes out in the same week or something like that. I hope. Yeah,
There's
especially
only
in
4
May.
episodes left.
Oh yeah, definitely. And the second season, I'll have more time because I'll be out of school. I'll have more time with the second season to make that.
Yes. Let's do this.
Yes. Do you guys have any thoughts on
Um,
Students of Spinjitzu? Like, what do you guys think of it so far?
Very good.
I like it a lot.
Thank you.
I think it's honestly, I've seen a lot of Ninjago Next Generation stop motion series,
Nothing
and
like
they've never really caught my interest.
yeah.
This one did. Like, no, they were fun to watch, but they weren't
They're
creative
cliche.
in a way. They were literally making like the Overlord the main villain, or like
They're cliche.
they weren't really logical.
Robots
Spinjitzu
and all that.
follows a Ninjago timeline
Mm.
very well. It's in a very, very creative way. You would, if honestly, if anybody else were to do Sensei Brown, they would have made it Dareth. Just saying.
Yeah, I've been trying to avoid that because people are like, is Sensei Brown Dareth or whatever? And even this one guy was like, oh, well, obviously you made the new Sensei, you made him Dareth. And I was like, actually, it's not Dareth. And he's like, what? Yeah, he's his own character, Sensei Brown.
It's not really helping that you gave him Dareth's torso.
I shouldn't have. In season 2, he'll have a different one.
But going back to what I'm saying is,
Mhm.
the other ones were very cliche. They really weren't catching my interest.
Hmm.
And then I find Spinjitzu to be a very, very, very interesting way to look at Ninjago after Ninjago.
Yeah. I appreciate all the nice comments, guys, but
But
tell me everything that's bad about it.
First of all, it sucks in general. It's terrible.
Whoa.
okay, you're literally torturing me because I have to say something bad.
Yes. Give me your criticism. What
Okay.
was bad? What can
For
I
real,
improve?
I'll say something.
Okay.
Can I actually say
I think
Yes.
of something.
you're gonna get really mad at me, okay? I'm
I
sorry,
will.
SBI.
I will kick you off the podcast. No.
Okay, I'm actually sorry for this, but you. Oh God, I don't want to say this.
I'm a terrible voice actor.
No, I really don't want to say this. Can I say it?
Yes. I want to hear everything bad.
Okay. I'm not gonna make it sound like I'm trying to hold back what I'm saying.
No, don't hold back anything. Just say it.
But, I know you're. No, I'm not gonna say it.
Say it. Now I'm
um,
curious.
Just say it.
Okay. Stop motion can be worked on. No.
Stop motion is not professional at all. I think like
I told you.
it's like it's
Okay.
terrible. Stop
Okay.
motion. My stop motion is trash right now. It needs to be improved.
Alright.
Okay,
I have
that's
to
a
say
lie.
this.
Good, but
Okay.
still work on it.
No, okay. I have to say this. For students of Spinjitzu, something I actually have to say though is you need lights, man.
Okay, that's actually a
You
really
need
good point.
lamps.
That's a really good point because in the 6th episode, this happened like midway through. Do you remember the scene where Shadow
Because
Lord like?
sometimes, no offense, but the lighting can be bad sometimes.
Yeah. In the 6th episode, remember the scene when Shadow Lord was talking to? He was like demanding for Lizaru to.
Oh yeah, the light changed.
Yeah, I figured out
Yeah.
midway through that I could use my iPod light, and it would make it look a lot better. And I would say it looked pretty amazing.
Maybe don't use as much Ninjago music just because of the risk of getting demonetized.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But I do like it right now. I really like it.
I mean, right now you can't get monetized, but if you ever get monetized, you shouldn't put Ninjago music in there.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, because
You might
SBI,
wanna
I see the shadows in 6. I see the shadows from the light.
Are the shadows good or bad?
No,
it was better.
Oh,
no,
the
I'm
shadows are
saying
better? Okay.
I see the shadows as in I see that you're using the light.
Yeah.
but I think you should get
I mean-
actual lights.
I mean, like, stop motion in general. Are shadows good or bad?
They're
It
not
depends.
bad.
They're not bad, but sometimes they can be good if you're trying to. I don't know. I don't really know how to say.
Are they an improvement or?
Okay. Something I also have to say is that your stop motion has definitely improved from your first episode.
Yeah.
Shadows give it a realistic feel because shadows
Ah.
are in real life with lights.
Yeah, and they would be important to kind of to the story. They would be what's the
Shadow
word? Yeah, because a Shadow Lord, he's a master of. He's partly a
There's
master of
really
shadow.
Funny story. So SBI made Shadow Lord the Master of Dark Energy, and Garmadon is now the Master of Dark Energy in the TV show.
Yeah, I came up with that before, and it's cool because yeah,
He looks like Garmadon.
he looks like Garmadon. Exactly.
He's Garmadon's. Is he Lloyd's son? I'm kidding.
Da 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 da.
Okay, here's some exclusive content for season 2 because
Exclusive.
this was gonna be a spoiler, but it really isn't much of a spoiler. It's kind of like a thing, which people will think, oh, you copied the show. No, I came out with it first. So in season 2, there's something related to true potentials. That's kind of like a focus of season 2. But not only the ninja are trying to find out their true potential, but also Shadow Lord.
Oh my.
But I came out with it before Sons of
He came up
Garmadon
with
did it.
this first, before season 8. You can't blame the guy,
Yeah,
and plus,
it's taken me
you
so
just-
long
you
to
just
develop
can't blame
it
him.
that people are going to look at it and say you
I
copied.
came up with the SO. Okay, story time. I
Uh-huh.
remember me and Mitchell were just on a call, and we're like, you know what? We're gonna do a custom season, and guess who we decided to make the villains? We're like, we're not gonna make it like super like evil. We're not gonna make anything simple. We're just gonna make it a simple criminal gang. This was before Sons of Garmadon, so.
Well, I don't think that's really copying though, because I'm kind of doing that too with if you notice in 6,
Scarlet.
the Scarlet Gang, they're gonna be
no, but
in
they
season
were
2.
like bikers though.
Yeah, we
Ooh.
thought of bikers before season 2.
It's funny because I actually thought of bikers a long time ago, and I was like, no, that wouldn't work. That's not a good idea. And then now they turned it.
That's not something Ninjago would.
That's exactly what Zach and I said. Oh,
Yeah.
that's not Ninjago. That's what we said.
And now it
look at
works.
season 8.
Yeah, they did a good job.
Well,
though. Before we get to the last topic, do you guys have any last thoughts about Students of Spinjitzu?
Like I said earlier. No, I'm just joking. I won't say that again.
Okay, I think that it's a very unique idea, and
I like it a lot.
you
That's
should
Thank you.
You should definitely continue it.
I appreciate all
And
the
if you quit it, I will
comments.
be sad and I'll be crying in my closet for at least a day.
The ending is kind of it's a pretty complete ending. Like it might make some people
Alright.
very sad.
I
So
have a question.
I apologize in advance.
By any chance, like when you come home from college, like summertime, will there be a continuation?
If I can get voice actors back, I might consider it. Maybe for movies. Okay,
No, I'm not saying for season 3. I'm saying like special.
maybe movies, maybe a season 3. I don't know.
Trilogy.
This is kind of getting into the fourth and final topic, which is the future of all this stuff.
Yeah.
So for me, I guess because we're already getting into it, I'm going off to college, so I won't have access to a lot of stop motion stuff and like the sets that I would use for like background sets, not Lego sets, like background sets for Mr. Narrator does stuff and Students of Spinjitzu. So those things will unfortunately maybe have to end, and that's kind of how it's looking like. It's looking like the 20th episodes for both will be kind of like the wrap ups, kind of the finales for both of those.
No.
But then again, there's also winter break.
Yeah, so you might see
there's
some
also,
returns.
Zach and I's channel. Please watch them because
Yes,
Okay, this is where I have to say something as well.
do it.
Next year, I'm going to 8th grade.
Hmm.
I will most likely have a lot of time in that. But I will be a little bit busier. Because I have heard 8th grade's harder. But I'll still have plenty of time to make videos. When I reach freshman year, I have no idea what's going to happen. I will try. I most likely will make videos because I know that Dan, AL, name some,
Me.
the SPI. They have a lot of work to do. They'll probably have more work for me than freshmen, so I believe I will be able to make videos, but I can't be positive.
I'd say
That's all
just
I'm saying.
keep doing what you love to do if that takes you,
Yeah.
like,
But I
to
will,
doing it many
I
years.
am going to take a
That's
film
awesome.
class in high school. I do know that.
Ooh,
so.
that's cool.
Okay,
Yeah.
so next year, guys, I'm going into kindergarten. I know it's... I'm not trying to joke around. I'm going to be so busy. No homework. I know, it's so busy. I'm sorry.
But what about algebra? Because you have to do the boxes thing, right? Like 2
I'm
plus
not doing
box
algebra till
equals 4.
freshman year.
I mean, I have to learn the ABCs, that's all.
The kindergarten algebra, though, where it's like 2 plus
Oh my
box
God.
equals 4.
Oh
What
my
is
God.
what is box?
2y equals xy? Oh my.
Learned it in kindergarten.
Actually, guys, next year, I'm going into a grade I will not announce because I don't feel like it. I'm just joking. I'm actually going into 7th grade, guys. And I'm going to be busier, I guess, but still going to be doing that YouTube grind, you know?
That grind, because, you know, me and Mitchell are the next generation.
Yes!
The students
we
of
are the
Spinjitzu.
students of Spinjitzu.
Yeah.
We are the students of Spinjitzu for the Ninjago community.
The last thing
Okay.
the last
Back on
thing
topic.
about this topic is we don't really know much about this because this is like off into the future. This is like very early stages. We're not sure where stop motion is gonna go after Hooded, like collab stop motion.
I don't think we will do it.
Yeah, I mean,
No, I'm not saying we won't do it, but it won't be like a trilogy. It might just be like a 5-minute film.
yeah, I mean it's possible, but I don't think it's gonna be as big as Villainy or Hooded or Students of Spinjitzu or anything like that. Any last words before I wrap this up?
SBI, thank you for having me on this show today.
No problem. Thanks for being on it.
See you guys later.
Peace? No, what?
If you enjoyed, please throw air at the like button because we can't throw anything physically because it's audio.
I'm gonna grab my light and I'm gonna throw it on my phone when it's I'm literally gonna smash my old phone into pieces.
No.
Yes.
At least record it.
I will.
Oh no.
If you guys enjoy, please throw your nearest Zach at the like button.
Yes.
I know actually like 4 Zachs in my life.
Oh yeah.
Well, go grab one and throw them at the like button.
And please stick around and subscribe.
See you guys later.
See ya.
Peace.
See ya! Pterodactyl confirmed!
Ooh.